Both the Chiefs and the 49ers are getting ready for the Super Bowl Sunday. And both teams, the 49ers and the Chiefs, have guys with Browns and Cleveland ties. When you look over at the Kansas City Chiefs, they have two players who grew up in Northeast Ohio, actually in Cleveland. Travis Kelce, tight end, played his football and basketball at Cleveland Heights High School. And Frank Clark played at Glenville High School. Clark was acquired in a trade by the Chiefs from the Seattle Seahawks. And Frank Clark feels he's one of the best, if not the best pass rusher in the NFL.
How is it? You said last night you thought you were the best defensive in the league. Why do you feel that way?
Because of everything I can do. I mean, myself healthy. I mean, I don't know if y'all watch TV. But y'all watch me healthy against any other defensive end. I mean, you can do all the talking, you can do all the praising you want about these guys who've been on the top of the league for the last couple of years. But if you watch football, if you watch and you understand football, and you know Frank Clark, and you watch enough football, you'll understand who the best in the league is at doing this.
Frank, you mentioned that you didn't watch the game last year when you lined up offsides. Where did you first hear about that play? When you got into Kansas City, people started talking about it? I mean,
no, just in the football world. You know what I mean? You hear about why the Chiefs didn't make the Super Bowl, why this didn't happen, and they talk about certain things. But at the end of the day, you know, it's a host of things. You know, the game wasn't won for the Chiefs last year, and that was the the AFC Championship. We won the AFC Championship this year with this team. I feel like that's what matters the most. We had the Super Bowl this year, 2020, with this team. And I feel like that's what matters.
How is it different to prepare for a team that does so much misdirection and so many stretch plays?
You got to focus, man. And don't let the eye candy fool you. Eye candy will fool you
That's
sometimes, man. You got to keep the eye candy, your vision at a minimum when you're preparing for a team like this. It's teams like this.
It's different than preparing for other teams.
Oh yeah. There's a few teams in the league who operate like that. They just so happen to be the team that does it, honestly the best. You got guys like Baltimore. You got other teams like Tennessee who we played last week. Then this team, other teams outside the conference like the Rams who use a lot of motions and stuff, who motion over 85% of the time, before snap and stuff like that. But this team motions 90% of the time before snaps. Either moving a tight end or or moving a wide receiver, across formations. But it's all based off, if you know where the motion falls, if you know where it ends, and you know where the fullback, and you know which running back is in the game, you will understand which play is coming.
And you practice against Patrick Mahomes every single day. How is it to practice against this guy? What is it that makes him so special?
Man, it's like watching a goat throw a football. You ever seen a goat throw a football? You ain't never seen a goat throw a football. I have. So at the end of the day, that's what it feels like, man. It's like no, honestly, Pat is a great guy, man. You're a great guy, on and off the field. So you hear about it. You hear about it before you come. I was out in Seattle with a great quarterback in Russell Wilson as well. But you hear about it. You play against them like I did, and then you see the myth, the man, the legend. And Pat is he's everything you think. He's everything you think. He's real.
When you go against an offense like that in practice every day, as you go back to training camp, does that make your defense a little bit better?
I feel like it helps us a lot. At the end of the day, when you're playing the best offense, I feel like it's the best offense in the league, man. The things they're able to do, the players they have at every position. You look at the backfield, Damian Williams. You look at the receivers, man. They got everything, even down to the tight ends on the offensive line. Everybody's playing as a unit on that offense, and I feel like that's what makes them dangerous because everyone bought in. Everyone is bought in. And I feel like they bought in at the right time, just as the defense. When things were getting rocky for the offense, when Pat went down and things like that started happening, it was like, man, what's going on? Where's the Chiefs or what's happening? But at the end of the day, I just feel like those guys stay fast and they came back stronger than ever, and they just continue to prove why they one of the best in the world at doing what they do.
I wouldn't say any pressure, man. I've been dreaming of this opportunity my entire life, man, and I know how big this moment is and how big the stage is, and being able to at least be here and experience that with my family is certainly going to be special. And if I ever get the opportunity to actually win it, I told myself I would take advantage of that. Honestly, as soon as we lost in the AFC Championship last year, we knew we had a core group of guys coming back, and Coach Reed's mentality was, you know what, feel this, recognize this feeling, and let it motivate you. That we don't let this happen again. And sure enough, Miami's been on our mind ever since. I mean, they're unbelievable defense. From the front four, really the front five. When you think of D Ford coming off the sideline, they're a force to be reckoned with. On top of that, their backers fly around, and their secondary is very smart, very aware, and they're good at breaking on balls and making tackles. So I mean, it's going to be a tough game for us to really come out and do what we do best, which is make plays and make guys miss. Well, fortunately enough, neither of us have to guard each other. So, I mean, we just deal with what we can on the offensive side and try and be accountable for our guys on the defensive end, too. Man, I feel like I've been waiting forever, and I've only been there 7 years. I can only imagine what it would mean to the city, to the community in Kansas City who loves their sports so much, to be able to bring back a Super Bowl, knowing that they've been waiting quite a while and are well deserving of it. I would say the first game, and unfortunately I wasn't even really playing at that time, but to be able to soak in everything. And really recognize, you know, how tight-knit this community is and how much they love their sports. I mean, the entire offseason going into the first season I was playing here, I went to a few Royals games, and they were pretty hot back in the day. So I really enjoyed watching the crowd interact, and then sure enough, game day up at Arrowhead is like none other, man. No, but everybody in the city sure as heck told me while all that was going on. I said, man, if you bring it back, imagine this times two. Cleveland Heights, Ohio, baby. That's where I'm from. That's where I get a lot of my personality from my friends and family back home, and you know, I love them for it because it makes me feel like they're with me every step of the way.
Travis Kelce, a proud Clevelander from Cleveland Heights High School.